Yamar Browder and Andrew Marsh. It's an onside kick, and Michigan recovers the onside kick. How about that?
I like
out of
it.
Mike Loxley's toolbox.
I like the try there, and they were close to getting that heads-up play by the Michigan front line guy who was at number 29 there. That's Chase Taylor there.
That's Chase Taylor on special teams.
I mean, from up here, it looked like Maryland had a real good shot at getting that. I like the aggressive call.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he was right there. He
Yeah.
went for the ball instead of going to knock the man out. But with that said, that right there shows me how much confidence Locks has in his defense.
And it's second down and 10. The ball at the 47 in Maryland territory. Underwood will throw the screen to the right side, caught. And then tackled inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Cam Bryce comes up to make the tackle on Cusdahl. It is third down and 2 for the Wolverines. They're down 7-0 early here in the first quarter. They will stand the ground again. And just like that between Giamatti Alhadl and Blake Frazier, Cusdahl gets a first down and finally knocked off his feet by Jalen Husky. Gunsdale Jr. from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He'll get the call again. Starts to the left side. Tries to turn the corner at the 20 on his feet and finally knocked out of bounds just inside the 15-yard line at the 13. Trey Reddick ran him down. So the offensive line for the Wolverines, a gigantic offensive line, opening up just enough space for the running backs to get through.
That's just how Michigan wants to move the football on the ground.
Now back to more Terps football with Steve Suter, Lamont Jordan, and the legendary Johnny Holiday.
And here we go, third down and 8. They'll throw to the right corner of the end zone. Caught in the right corner by Andrew Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan. He beat Lakai Rowland in the right corner of the end zone, and it's a 7-6 game.
That's a perfect football by Underwood. That's dropping it in the bucket there. A little fade route on Lakai Rowland. It's a really good pass, almost indefensible because it's over the shoulder. Lakai drops in the outside shoulder of Marsh. They were going to get a free play there anyway. Sidney Stewart jumped off sides. So even if they got the stop there, Michigan was going to get another chance to convert.
A 12-yard touchdown pass to Marsh. He's their number one receiver. Farouk lined up in the slot. He'll come in motion right to left. Knots to the near side. Washington to Williams. Williams tackled over the shoulder pads from behind by Barham. And that'll bring up a fourth down. And the first punt of the day coming up from Bryce McPherson.
Just has no chance to succeed. You got Farouk trying to block Jayshon Barham. I just don't like the play design. Jalil Farouk is not going to be able to handle an edge rusher on a critical 3rd and 5.
Michigan second down and 15. Underwood just outside his 5-yard line, gets the shotgun snap. Now breaks out of the pocket, rolls to his right, throws upfield, complete to Marsh. And he's dragged down at the 23-yard line, still a long way away from that first down. Third down and 4 at the Michigan 23 for Bryce Underwood. He'll get the snap. Here comes the pressure up the middle. Goes to the release man. Bredeson's got it. He's across the 25 up near the 30. And that's good enough for a Michigan first down. And that is first down number 4 for them in the first quarter. With 3:39, Cam Rice over to make the play with help from Wingate.
That stuff just can't happen when you have an offense backed up like that and they get a first down on 2 check downs back to back. Got to stay tighter on defense. Can't give up those easy routes.
Man goes in motion. Underwood keeps it on the ground. And the Bryson Cusdahl, who started this game, he's the number 3 guy on the depth chart. Taylor and Rowland make the hit. Jordan Marshall has 871 yards rushing this year. Justice Hayes, 857 yards. Neither one has played in this game. Hayes we knew was out. Marshall we did not know he was out. Got their own 35. Underwood turns, hands it off. Cusdahl again. Up across the 40 to the 41. 31-24 back in 2023, Michigan. Underwood gets the snap. Sets up the throw, downfield, wide open at the Maryland 40-yard line, down to the 35-yard line with a reception. Andrew Marsh, the number 1 receiver, and Rowland makes the tackle. Marsh had a freshman record last week.
Officials time off for a player injury.
When he got 12 catches for 189 yards against Northwestern. There's a terrapin down It's Rowland in front of the Maryland bench area, who also made the tackle, and quickly the Maryland medical staff out to check on him. Underwood in the shotgun. Underwood sets up in the pocket, throws down the middle. Nice grab inside the 15-yard line. It goes to the tight end, Zach Marshall, a junior. And Scruggs makes the tackle, but not before the Wolverines pick up another first down. A 20-yard gain at the 13 of Maryland. Underwood throws and caught and then out of bounds inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7-yard line. Kuzdal has 8 carries for 42 yards. He only had 106 yards total for the entire year coming in this game. He's the deep back now. Gets it again. Starts to the left, gets in the end zone, and he's got his second touchdown of the year. But is there a flag dropped?
There is. There's one in the end zone, but it might be for Maryland having too many men on the field. I don't think Trey Reddick was able to get off the field in time.
And the Wolverines will, of course, decline the penalty, take the play, and take the touchdown. And a former All-American in track, played for the San Francisco 49ers and a Terrapin graduate. Washington got a man downfield, Knotts tries to bring it in at the 30-yard line, broken up with a nice defensive play by Zeke Berry. He had him one-on-one coverage, and he made the play.
Deep post, deep shot attempt here.
I like that, though.
It's a good shot attempt, but Zeke Berry, like you mentioned, this is a good play by the Michigan defender. Really good play. Keeps his offhand just a little bit around Shalik's waist, so if he misses his football, he can still make the tackle.
At the Terrapin 27-yard line. Washington from the gun. Here comes the pressure up the middle. And picked off, intercepted, then it tripped up by Shalik Knotts, who's on the field, on the ground, and reaches out to make the tackle on Mason Curtis' interception. That's a heads-up play by Knotts. Or that's a touchdown.
I mean, it's a good tackle by Knotts, sure, but I'd rather him catch the football, so it doesn't even get to that. That goes between Shalik Knotts' hands. It's a little high, I get it, but you're a receiver. You got to catch this football.
And that's the 8th interception that Malik has thrown. And for the Michigan defense, they have now picked off 12 on the year. He's got Marsh as the out receiver to the left. Underwood throws the slant. That's complete. And at the 15-yard line, the 10, the 5 in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Donovan McCulley on the receiving end, the Indiana transfer. And Trey Reddick is down at the 18-yard line. And now he's getting up, trying to walk it off and limping himself off the field. But the Wolverines score, they make it a 20-7 game. McCulley with his 3rd touchdown of the year. And that's a 22-yard strike from Bryce Underwood. And that's his 10th of the season, 2nd of the day.
We called that double screen. You got a screen to the right side, and you have a screen to the left side. Quarterback gets to take his pick, usually based off the Mike linebacker. Whichever side he goes to when the play snaps, you're going the opposite direction.
The route to the left. Smith to the left. Washington looks across the middle, and he gets sacked. Barham led the charge and drops the Terrapin freshman quarterback at the 17-yard line. And here comes the special teams on to go for the field goal.
That's hard to do as a quarterback and a young quarterback to eat this football here. I know he doesn't force it into coverage here. You're in field goal range. You got points that you're about to be able to put on the board. So I like this decision by Malik Washington. That
it is 2nd down and 2 for Bryce Underwood, the Wolverine freshman quarterback. Nice faking up the middle. He'll throw it downfield. Caught and complete to Donovan McCulley all the way down across midfield and knocked off his feet at the Maryland 47-yard line, 48-yard line by Jalen Husky.
Man, that's just too easy.
Yeah, way too easy.
It's so wide open. It's just a clear with a drag route underneath.
Underwood again will keep it on the ground again. Same. No, he throws to the right side and complete on the far side to Channing Goodwin, one of the wide receivers, a sophomore from Charlotte, and all throughout the state of Maryland for the Maryland Radio Network. Underwood will throw to the tight end, and he's got it. Down close to the 30-yard line to Marlon Klein, and that is Jasper Parker, the running back. Underwood will get the snap. Play action, now he's going to run. tucks it out of his arm at the 30, and down he goes before he had his head taken off at the 23-yard line. Underwood, also a freshman quarterback. He'll get the snap. He'll throw to the right side, wide open, and then stepping out of bounds is Andrew Marsh. Whoever's the quarterback over there. Nobody even within 5 or 10 yards of him. Cusdahl is a redshirt freshman, 14 of 20 for Underwood. They give it to Cusdahl, turns around the left corner, gets a big hole and gets up near the 45, about a yard shy of the first down. Second down and 10. He's back in the shotgun again. Throws to the near side, complete to Marsh, and Marsh double-teamed and dropped at the Maryland 43-yard line, but that's going to be close. It is a first down, and Marsh slow to get up. Back in the gun. Marsh has come back in the lineup for the Wolverines. Underwood throws across the middle. It is complete. The guy hit the seam perfectly, and he went to his tight end, Marlon Klein. Had to be like 4 red shirts in the secondary, and he's put that ball perfectly in Klein's hands.
Yeah, this is a
and
good
first
touch.
Down.
Good touch by Underwood, getting it in underneath. You got to go over top of Wingate, underneath the Husky. Does exactly that.
And Husky able to recover and make the tackle. Cusdahl at the 10, at the 5, in the end zone for the touchdown. Bryson Cusdahl. That was a touchdown run of only 19 yards. And the Wolverines now lead it 27-10.
19 untouched yards. Cusdahl was not touched by one Maryland defender there. Just a simple off tackle.
And that's his second touchdown of the game. And on the year, that is number 3 for him. At the Wolverines 48. Washington again. Play action fakes to Williams. Down the left side to Shalik Knotts. Incomplete. Knotts on the near sideline got cold cocked pretty good. Nobody's around Washington. Empty backfield for him. He gets the snap. Now he's got to run out of it and falls down after being tripped up by Derek Moore. Now the field goal unit comes on again. And that's disappointing, Lamont, to come that far and not come away with a touchdown. They went 12 plays, 64 yards, 4 minutes with the clock before he got that 29-yard field goal. Brian Capriati kicks it off for the Terrapins. It's a short kick. It'll have a return for the Wolverines. And brought back by Marsh on the far sideline. Almost breaks it. Gets across midfield and finally run out of bounds. Still a long way to go, down by 15. They have showed they can move the ball, so Michigan will run the ball on the ground to the right side at the 40, almost breaking it again. Is the number 3 running back for the Wolverines. That's Bryson Cusdahl in the third, and quickly the Wolverines out of the huddle. Underwood will run to the right. He'll keep it under his arm, and he's run out of bounds. No, fights to get out of bounds. They get him, keep him in bounds about the 3-yard line.
They just have not been able to keep him in the pocket. He's been able to extend those plays.
Underwood will hand it off to his running back, and he did not get in the end zone. Good tackle on Bryson Cusdahl by Carlton Smith, C.J. Smith, right there in the middle of the Maryland defense. Cusdahl's got a couple of touchdowns today, a 2-yard run and a 19-yard run.
You'd love to see a goal line stand here from Maryland's defense. They did it last week.
3rd down and 1.
You just hope there's a situation where they don't have a good angle to see this. A good TV angle, that is, or replay angle.
Terps have got to win this game and the one next week to become bowl eligible.
I think it's a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm standing right here at the goal line.
What's it look like,
I
Lamont?
think he got it across. I mean, barely, but I think this broke the plane.
Yeah, I agree.
And here's the call.
After review, the runner did get the ball over the goal line. It is a touchdown.
And that is number 3 for Cusdahl today. The junior, number 3 in the depth chart for the Wolverines. And that puts Michigan back up 34-13. Making the tackle for the Wolverines. 1st and 10 at midfield. Malik again back to throw. In trouble and slides down before he gets hit. Well, Nathaniel Owusu, one thing on the tackle. And DeJuan Williams again the carry for Maryland.
You combine those two together, and that's why you have 17 incompletions.
4th down and 9. Malik to throw. He's running for his life, and they sack him way back at the 36-yard line. Derek Moore came across to get him on a 4th and 9, and Michigan will take over at the Maryland 36-yard line, 37-yard line. Lost 13 yards and a 4th down and 9.
But you got to go for it there if you want a chance to win the game, so can't fault the coaches there for trying to go.
And it's 2nd down and 5. At the Terrapin 17, we start the 4th quarter. Parker gets the call, off tackle, nothing there, cuts it to the near side, inside the 15, and Trey Reddick meets him at the 13. Should be able to turn things around nicely. Underwood, delayed handoff to Parker, starts to the left, at the 5, dives for the pylon. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Michigan. So Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Wolverines in the 40s now.
Yeah, it was a crafty little run play by Michigan. Almost, not quite like a Statue of Liberty, but Underwood starts rolling right. Hands it to Parker, coming the other way.
They are 2 for 3 on 4th down conversions. Washington gets the snap. Sets up, rolling to his left. Pursuit on the way, throws downfield. It's almost intercepted. And Jaden Davis is now the Michigan quarterback. He's the backup to Bryce Underwood. Davis will hand it off to the running back. He's across the 40, down near the 35-yard line, just inside the hash mark on the right side of the goalpost. 4th down and 8 to go. Here's the snap. And the kick, plenty of leg. And it is right through the uprights.
He smoked that.
Boy, he drilled that baby. The Wolverines will be 34-5 in the last 39 conference games. They will keep it on the ground. Around the left corner at the 40, down the sidelines, a brand new running back in the ball game now. Thomas O'Meara. He's all the way down on a quick hitter all the way down to the Maryland. They'll spot the ball at the 37-yard line. Dante Joyner ran him down on the near sidelines. So Sharon Moore is kind of going really deep in his depth chart in that one.
Yes, he is.
Thomas O'Meara is a sophomore from Ann Arbor. A 37-yard run on his first carry. You can't win your last home game of the year. O'Meara again, this time off tackle. Still can't bring him down. He goes inside the 25-yard line, close to the 24. O'Meara, the running back. They give it to him again. Starts inside, cuts it outside. He's down inside the 15-yard line. O'Meara stays as the running back. O'Meara gets it again. O'Meara's inside the 10. 1st down, Michigan. Still can't bring him down. Davis from the shotgun. He'll hand it off. O'Meara, he's close inside the 5-yard line.
And that is the 50th carry for the Michigan team.
Wow.
I mentioned they wanted between 40 and 50, and they're getting to 50.
Wolverines do not have to run any more plays. The clock will tick down the final seconds. Mike Loxley walking across to shake hands with Sharon Moore at midfield. And the Wolverines have come to town, and for the 6th consecutive time they played in College Park, it will head back home to Ann Arbor with a victory. The final score, Michigan 45 and Maryland 20.